This is Jeopardy! Please welcome today's contestants. A para-educator from Burlington, Vermont, Amy Delarichouliere.
I have watched Jeopardy since I was a little kid. I remember watching it with my parents. I also remember my friend Amanda had this computer game, this Jeopardy computer game. We used to play it constantly to the point where I had like all the questions memorized, like we had gone through it so many times. So I think it's sort of, trivia has always been in the blood with me. So I tried out on a Sunday, and the following week I got my phone call. There was a category called Artists' Birthplaces.
Perhaps this will jar your memory. Rembrandt was born in this Dutch city in 1606. Amy?
What is Mason?
And there's a clue that's embedded in the question. It says, it'll jar your memory, in quotation marks. So I'm like, okay, name a jar. So I said Mason, because that's a jar, right? And of course I was wrong. The answer was Leyden. The Leyden jar was what Benjamin Franklin used in his electricity experiments, which I'll never forget the rest of my life.
The old Mason jar, no, the Leyden jar.
Over the two games, $18,200, which I managed to retain more than I thought after taxes, and wasn't too glamorous with how I spent it. A lot of it went towards student loans and debt that I had. And I came back to Vermont, got my teaching degree, and I've been teaching ever since. I love learning. I not just knowing things and whatnot. I think a lot of people think that I'm smart just because I know Jeopardy, but you know, I think that what I do in a classroom on a daily basis is far more difficult and demanding than anything that was on Jeopardy. Teaching a student how to write an essay or how to develop an argument requires far more smarts than knowing the capitals of all the countries or whatnot. That's just recall. So I think that I got into teaching because I like challenging kids to do more than just recall. Like, it's not about just spitting out facts. You gotta know how to use them. I took my Jeopardy experience, and now there's a school-wide Jeopardy-style tournament called the Battle of the Brains, and we make brackets, and it's the faculties versus each other until the best faculty team emerges, and the students duke it out until the best student team emerges, and then finally the students and faculty in a school-wide assembly now take on each other. And this is going to be my 6th year doing it, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's a lot of fun. Definitely a labor of love. It's kind of crazy when I do it, but I think that's probably the lasting legacy of my Jeopardy experience, is being able to share it with kids each year. And I am so waiting for the year when the students beat the faculty, because I know it's going to happen. I know it will. If you are thinking about going on Jeopardy, if it's one of those things that's always been in the back of your mind, do it. I mean, at least try out. I mean, and you know, and even if you get to the show and you don't make it, it's still a heck of a lot of fun. So I just encourage other people to go for it.